This is the Garagistic E46 Body Kit Guide. So the first thing we're going to do is kind of educate you guys about what E46 trims were available out there and which ones that we have. And a lot of them you're able to actually use for a trim that it never naturally came in. So for example, if you wanted your non-M to look like an M3, we have kits for that. If you have a non-ZHP E46, you can convert it to a ZHP. And we have them available for 2-door and 4-door options. And basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna start going into each body kit, what it comes with, expected fitments, just get into all the details. So we're gonna start with the ZHP package. Now this was originally available on late model 330s, anywhere from 04 to 06. And it was supposed to be like the 330 performance package. It obviously looks more aggressive. It looks pretty chic. That's what we want to do for our Grip E46. Everything you see is included. It comes with the grill that gets pressed in and the trim. So the trim will depend whether you have a 2-door or 4-door model, and it will be matching for the front and rear. So in this particular case, since that's a sedan, this is a sedan version. The sedans came with this trim. The coupes didn't. They would be clean like that. But again, whatever you order, it's gonna be matching front and rear. It comes with fog lights, and the trim is like super high quality. Just pops off like this. So if you need to reservice, the lights for whatever reason, or you crack one, it's easy to replace. The bulbs are sold separately, but they're in the listing page, so you can see the exact spec that those are gonna be. Everything's really ready for it to be painted. So they're made of ABS, really durable. And we've made sure that the fit and finish was as close to factory as possible. I mean, even down to the tow hook, where everything can be just removed, just like that. It's got clips so you don't lose them. And it basically gets bolted up the same exact way, using the Torx screws. And as far as the sliders, just with any one of our bumpers, a lot of these can utilize exactly what's on your car. If they need a different adapter on the sliders, we provide that too. We're even doing Euro plates and US plates, so that you will have the option of that in the future. So a quick tip when you're installing the grills on these, that using a heat gun or a blow dryer, if you have that, will really kind of warm this stuff up so that when you pop it in, the tolerances are really tight. And that was gonna really assist with installing the grill and the trim as well. Just use the heat gun, it's fine. I mean, obviously don't send it. Light heat is all you really need to do. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna really help with the trim. I need to stop talking. So with the ZHP kit, you also get the rear bumper, like I mentioned, if you buy the complete kit. Each one of these is actually available separately as a replacement if you needed it to. So this is the rear. Now, like I mentioned, this has no trim because this particular model is for a coupe. If you had a sedan, you'd have the trim just like this on the outside, but just for us to show you guys the difference, we have basically a 4-door ZHP front bumper here and a 2-door rear bumper here. Again, it's kind of got the same, paneling where it can get painted. So this diffuser is removable and it all bolts up just like that. So you can get it painted, get this replaced if you needed to. Again, we're coming up with more options and variations of these. So be on the lookout for that. You can always upgrade in the future. A lot of you guys expressed interest in a carbon version of this, so we're looking into that. Again, just like the front, the rear has a very OEM-like tow hook with the clips and everything, so you're not gonna lose that. We really took the time to make sure that the fit and finish was as factory-like as possible. And of course, the complete kit comes with matching side skirts. And these are either 2-door or 4-door specific on the website, and you actually can click the drop down. It'll actually change the format so you make sure that you get everything for your car. These bolt up basically just like factory, same locations and everything. You still got clearance for all your lift points and everything, so that's the ZHP kit. So the ZHP kit is compatible with coupes, sedans, wagons, basically for all you non-M3 folks. This is a completely bolt-on solution for you guys. So be on the lookout for the website and on the app, because we're always doing add-ons and as far as our future development, a lot of the guys that track, they want fog deletes, so we're looking into that, different lip options so that, you can actually have a little bit more aggressive look in the front and still have a ZHP period correct appearance. So be on the lookout for the app for those future things coming up with this bumper. So now this would be the step up from the ZHP. And this particular one is the M3. So we have versions of this available for your 2-door and 4-door non-M, as well as your M car. So basically it'll fit almost any E46, just pick the correct drop down from our app and website to be able to pick which one works for your car. So just like the ZHP bumper, this features a lot of the same fit and features as that. So again, we just made sure everything works as factory replacements, but there is some additional details on this. So you're gonna end up actually having, again, the fog lights on there, but you have a few options for the fog lights. So when you order this bumper, it's gonna come with this piece of trim in that area right there. But you do have a couple of add-ons. So we have a carbon fiber add-on here, or you can have the ABS version. And it really depends on your preference. You know, some people paint this the same color, or sometimes they paint it black. It's really up to you. But there is 3 different possible options. Again, same thing, you know, you got your grill, fits like factory. Just remember to always use a heat gun when you're installing them. It's gonna make your life considerably easier. So what's really neat about this type of bumper is that you can have a duct for either your brakes or for your intake. So this is actually what the back half of our carbon fiber looks like. And this is what the back half of the ABS looks like. So at least you kind of have options as far as if you want to run ducting for the brakes or into your intake. This would be the matching rear bumper if you decide to go with an M3 look on your car. This is really cool because we really wanted to make sure that these were as cross-compatible as possible. So we have a multiple splitter options for this. So this particular one is actually for if you were doing an S54 swap in a non-M. For as an example, that you can actually run the exhaust to get it bar legal if you're in California like us, but you could actually run the complete stock exhaust system from an S54 swap in your non-M, and then you wouldn't have to modify your rear bumper because of this splitter. But in the case that you did just have the stock drivetrain or a single exhaust, we basically sell a different diffuser that would have the correct outlet for your application. So check the website. Again, we're looking into carbon options for these as well. You got your rear tow hook in the factory spot. And again, it's just super well fitting. You know, we want to make sure that it matches and again, fits your non-M, or you can pick a variation that does fit your M for a factory replacement. Fits on the sliders. It's pretty easy, bolts on very quickly. So you're also going to have the matching side skirts, which on the M3 are a little bit more aggressive, but they fit in all the factory spots. And again, we just try to make it as factory fitting as possible. Again, all these are really available separately, so you can mix and match and kind of make your own kit if you wanted to, but for them to be actually period correct and look right, we do have full pre-assembled kits for you. So this would be our most aggressive E46 body kit out there, and that basically is a CSL replica look like. It was basically what BMW released as the ultimate M3. Now this will fit your non-M or M car, coupes, sedans. We have all the variations, and it uses a lot of the stock sliders, really very similar to the exact M3 kit that we just went over. It's made in the same way. Basically, you know, you got one area that's completely clean and then one that they used to use for the intake. Comes with the carbon inserts. We're gonna come out with splitters that actually, you know, tie across these, but it's very similar to the existing kit that we just talked about. Similar tow hook setup, using the heat for installing the grill. Now, depending if you're a law-abiding citizen or not, you could shave this. That's what we did. And if you want to run a front plate, you could. So as far as the combinations, as far as the rear bumper and side skirts, it's identical to the M3 setup that we just went over. So nothing really changes. You still have all the same options and everything. It's just a matter of whether you want the CSL front look or regular M3 standard look. Let us know if you have any questions, anything that you want to see. And you know, we're always constantly improving, so the feedback's always welcoming. We know we're always trying to make sure that we are putting out the best that's out there and that you guys are happy with the products. So feedback's always welcome. If you have any questions, give us a comment below.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
That was good.
All right.